A new one and a favorite already. Ignite Oud by Ahmed Almaghribi. Stay tuned.
Here's some codes to save you some cash on your next Middle Eastern niche or designer fragrances.
What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Ahmed Almaghribi fragrances. They have some bangers, okay? They're in this realm of like middle price range fragrances, but I'll be honest with you guys, they're worth every freaking penny. In regards of performance and quality of ingredients and oils, I haven't had a single fragrance from Ahmed Almaghribi that smells cheap. There have been a couple of them that really aren't my taste, etc., but they don't smell cheap. And not only that, but the longevity and performance, these fragrances don't go anywhere. Plain and simple, Ahmed Almaghribi fragrances don't go anywhere. Whether you want them there or not, in some cases, these bad boys last all freaking day and to the next day. And that's actually the case with this fragrance. So right off the bat, performance, I went and wore the coat that I was wearing yesterday to take my dogs out, and it was still there and as clear as day. So I confidently say that this is going to give you a day plus, maybe even 2 days of performance. It's called Ignite Oud by Ahmed Almaghribi. The notes, forgive me, there isn't really anything that's like definitive, but there is like a little description on their website. It's a 60 ml. The bottle, I mean, it's really nothing to run home to. And the top is a thin metal wrapped around some plastic. It does snap on a place and you can carry it, and I wouldn't really shake it like that because it will come off. The atomizer on this bad boy, the quality of the fragrance bottle and juice is top notch. Take a look. Crazy atomizer. And that's super strong. Man, at the top, this is already intoxicating, seriously. There's some kind of fruity top, which doesn't really stay here. It says geranium and leather. It's more than that. I get like this passion fruit or some kind of fruits at the top of this fragrance. And it definitely has some kind of like labdanum leather. There is a rosy nuance, but it's much more than just rose. The geranium is dosed up pretty high in this fragrance as well. There's a rosy undertone. It's a little bit aromatic. It's also a pretty spicy fragrance, but it's polished and refined pretty well. So it's not gonna come off abrasive, but you are gonna get those spices or a spicy vibe to this entire fragrance. But for the most part, during the opening, what's gonna shine the most is going to be those passion fruits or something of that nature, which also, oh my God, see, that's why you don't carry it by the cap, which also has this leathery undertone, but it's much more than just that. There is this dry, inky type of oud quality to this fragrance, okay? So I get this inky oud in the base of this fragrance. It doesn't state any oud in the actual note breakdown, but I get like this oud quality to this fragrance that's not mentioned in the fragrance, but I get this distinctive inky oud quality. This reminds me of fragrances that do oud marcuja, etc., things of that nature. So very sexy. It does have its own twist though. It's not a clone specifically, but it has that passion fruit vibe. It's got this leather. It's got this inky oud, and then you also sense the geranium. And as this one dries down, it does get a lot more refined, some musk, maybe some musk, ambers, and a creamy sandalwood. But through and through, you're gonna get that blue inky type of oud quality. It's not a blue fragrance per se, but just the inky oud. And it also has that passion fruit, which lingers on for quite some time. So I'm not gonna say that it actually has it. I just get this fruits type of accord. The geranium is there, and it really does help elevate the fragrance in a way. It kind of adds this little bit of sparkle, the aromatic qualities of using geranium in certain fragrances. This one, it shines in that exact department. So that's pretty much the scent breakdown of this. It smells much more expensive than the price tag. These usually sell around 50 to like 70 US dollars at that price point. I mean, it is a little bit of juice, but the quality of this is out freaking standing. Longevity of this is just miles apart from a lot of the other cheapies as well. And longevity, like I said, you're really getting best bang for buck. This is gonna last easily 1 plus 2 days probably on clothing. I got one, it's about 1.5 days later, and it's still freaking there on my Canada Goose. So Ignite Oud, one of my favorite ones, super intoxicating. I got a compliment while wearing this one, actually. That's the last thing I thought about, but I did get a compliment from a lady that said men's perfumes or colognes always smells better. And I was like, this is pretty unisex. She's like, oh, it smells amazing. So yeah, there you have it. Although it does have some oud nuance, it's not going to be something that you can't really pull off. It smells much more expensive than the price tag. Another Ahmed Almaghribi fragrance that honestly knocks it out of the park. Ignite Oud is a must-have. This is a freaking 10 out of 10. And any man or even woman's collection that likes to go into oudy type of fragrances. This is amazing stuff. More than a 10, but I'll leave it as a 10 out of 10. For me personally, I'd rock this one like more than half of the year, but I have to test a lot of other fragrances. So Ignite Oud, Ahmed Almaghribi, simple as a 10 out of 10. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and until the next one, peace.